Hey, what's up? This is Joshua, daily video blog. Today we're going to talk about something either weird or silly, or I'm not sure. But basically, I couldn't come up with an idea, and then suddenly it popped into my head how terrible the book The Cat in the Hat Comes Back is. The classic Dr. Seuss book. So, a lot of people think this book is a treasured classic because they grew up with a copy of it in their home, and chances are their parents read it to them when they were 1, 2, and 3. I know that I read it to my kids, and they don't believe that it is a god-awful, terrible book. But trust me, it's garbage. It is pandering, didactic. The story makes no sense whatsoever, which I know is kind of a silly thing to say for Dr. Seuss, but it's true. And furthermore, has no attention to detail. For a minute, I was convinced it wasn't even drawn by Dr. Seuss. And I love Dr. Seuss, don't get me wrong. So, it's this terrible book, and the reason it's so terrible is that basically it tries to teach you the ABCs, which none of Dr. Seuss's other books do, unless it's literally called Dr. Seuss's ABCs. The reason I bring this up is that in the grand scheme of things, in the like 60 some odd books that he wrote or whatever it is, it really doesn't matter that he made one terrible book. He was unbelievably prolific and productive, and he produced in general masterpiece after masterpiece, and even the things that aren't masterpieces are usually pretty entertaining. I think there is a thing to remember there, which is that sometimes maybe you're going to say yes to something you shouldn't say, like a sequel to The Cat in the Hat, or you're going to make something with expectations of other people, or you're going to make something bad, and that the really important thing is to make sure that you just move on from it and keep working, and not that you get hung up on that time that you compromised, or you did something crappy, or you did something that was pandering and lame. Because he did that book early on. I think he produced it the year after The Cat in the Hat, which is like kind of the breakout one. And then he just kept moving. And was working on books pretty much till the minute that he died. It'd be real easy, and you kind of hear people who do this, they make a misstep or a compromise, and then they feel so bad about it that they just sort of quit from there. And the real thing is learn how to just forget your failures. Especially ones that are failures of decision making, and just move on. Accept that you're going to make something whack every once in a while. That's a short one. All right, thanks for watching.